Hi, my name is Laurie McSwiggan, and I just wanted to take a few minutes today to talk to you about reflective resonance. Reflective resonance is my signature healing and divination channeled modality, and I wanted to share with you what that could look like for you. So, reflective resonance is not pure and simple divination. It's actually a channeled message that I get directly from source to you. It's not my opinion, it's not guessing, it's not even just my intuition. I tune into your energy and I see a reflection through the eyes of source as to what they want you to hear, what they want you to know, and what they believe that you need to hear right now to help you move forward with whatever situation you're in, whether it be problems with love or work or your health, anything that you find yourself searching for answers about. They want you to know that there is a way, that if you aren't at a place yet where you can hear the messages yourself, then you can seek out someone like myself who's a channel for that message. When I first realized that I could channel and deliver messages in this way, I really didn't know what was happening. You know, I was just a regular girl growing up in a small town. I definitely felt different, but I didn't really know how to articulate being different. I guess I was what you would call a classic empath, where not only did I feel my own feelings very deeply, but I felt and picked up other people's emotions, and I didn't know how to separate myself from that. So most of my life it's been figuring out how to not only understand and deal with my own emotions, but also to learn how to separate myself from other people's emotions. But as a 40-year-old woman, I finally realized what all that noise in my head was, what all those feelings and intuitive, gut, instinctual decisions and ideas that seemed to come out of nowhere were. And it was really my ability to channel, to have a direct connection to source, whatever you want to call that. And I've spent the last 5 years really honing in and understanding what that gift actually means, how empowering it is, not for me, but to be able to connect to someone else's energy and share the messages that are waiting for them to hear. You know, the messages are yours. The visions are mine. It's that simple. I didn't really even know what the Akashic records were. I had heard them maybe in passing before, but I really had no idea what the Akashic records were all about until finally, with the right guide and the right access to information, I realized that that's how I was hearing what I was hearing. I was actually accessing people's Akashic records. You know, go look on Wikipedia. Wikipedia will tell you that Akashic records are known in different philosophical ideologies as the collection of everything that's ever been said, thought, done, past, present, and future. It's a collection of all records of all mankind, and it's not actually a physical place, but an energetic place. And this place is where I go to. And of course, because I'm a human being, I have a perspective. I have a lens as to how I see and receive this information. But the information itself is not my opinion. It's simply the messages that I channel and receive on your behalf. When I connect for you, I don't actually see or necessarily have to request answers for you. I'm literally shown exactly what your guides and what your spirit team know that you need to hear right now in order to move forward in whatever area of your life you're stuck in, or that you're bumping up against, or that you're confused about, or that you need guidance. And the beautiful thing about this reflective resonance healing is that you're only given information that they know will move you forward on your path. You're not told anything scary, or you're not told anything that will harm you in any way. It's really information that you're meant to know. And of course, you have free will. And that's the other beautiful part about this, is that I deliver a message for you. And what you do with that message is completely up to you. And this is the empowering part, that once you have this information, what you do with it is how far you can take it. Every reflective resonance healing is not only about the message you're delivered, it's also about a prescription you're given, a prescription given to you about next steps that you can take. And the way that Spirit connects through me is I was given this gift of loving to read books. I love reading. I was that girl that I could read underneath my covers with a flashlight for hours at night. I've always found joy in that. And so I simply cannot know everything. However, there are millions of people out there who have written books about almost everything. So if there's something that you need to know and someone wrote about it, or there's an answer in some sort of text that will move you forward, I'm usually guided to that book. I have lots of funny stories how books ended up in my purview, but somehow, some way, I hear about a book or an article or a practitioner, someone that has information that will lead you to your next step. And it's not usually me, although I do teach and mentor. I lead you to the other mentors and the other teachers that are specifically meant to help move you along on your path. And here's the thing that is probably the most beautiful part of a reflective resonance, and that's the healing that I witness. Yes, I am a Reiki master teacher, so I do have the ability to be the direct conduit of the energetic healing light to pass through me and to enter into you in a Reiki session. But this reflective resonance healing is so different than that. Oftentimes, I would say most of the time, I'm just a witness. I don't participate in the healing, but I witness the amazing ascended masters and angels and guides that come forward for you and actually help clear and align your energy. It's really beautiful and very powerful. And here's the thing though, energetically speaking, the healing's done. I see it. It happens. Your vibration is raised. But now it's about what comes after the reflective resonance healing. You know, what will you do with that new vibration? Will you reattach yourself to the things that had you where you were in the first place? Or will you take the intellectual information that's shared with you and run with it? Actually, you can just walk with it. You don't have to run. It's your pace. But just know that the energetic healing and adjustment does happen during the session. And then you get to decide how quickly, if at all, you move forward with that. Yes, I can practice standard divination. I use oracle cards. I read tarot. But here's the thing about reflective resonance is reflective resonance shows you what you need to know now, but it may be something that actually the core of what you're needing to hear may have existed lifetimes. I often go to past lives and I can show you how what happened in that lifetime is what is actually impacting you now. There's lessons to be learned. There's karma to be healed. Other times it's lineage energy, meaning you may have agreed and are still carrying energy from your mother's mother's mother. You might never have met her, or it could be on your father's side. But if that's what's happening with you, that's what I'm shown. No reflective resonance healing is ever alike. And I've connected with people all over the world. And I tell you, every single story is different. Every single session I've ever seen. But what isn't different is that there are themes woven throughout the tapestry of every human being on all edges of this planet. And I'm seeing them come together. I'm hearing the messages. and I'm sharing them in different ways. The universal messages that I gather from all of these reflective resonance healings, they're not just for the client that I read for. When taken in a general context, they're really for all of us. And that's actually where I'm headed with my practice now, is really compiling all these universal messages, not the specific sessions, but the universal messages, and really putting those together and sharing them as a collective whole. It's quite beautiful. So what I'd like to do now is ask you if you'd like to hear the perspective of someone who's actually received a reflective resonance healing. I've linked that video to this one so you can hear how it's impacted someone who's very well versed in this field. She is a mindful coach and very intuitive healer herself, but even intuitive healers and people in this industry, sometimes we need help from our peers to see things from a different perspective and to hear things that we're just too close to. So I am wishing you all the love in the world. I can't tell you how grateful and honored I am to have this ability to channel for people and to help them see the missing link, to help them get through years and years of layers in one reading. You know, we often get right to the core, and it's perfect. So I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I appreciate that you took the time to hear this, and I wish you nothing but love and light, and I really hope to see you again soon. Namaste, sending you love.
Hi, my name is Heather Blankenship. I am a transformational and spiritual life coach, and I wanted to share with you my experience of working with Lori and booking one of her reflective resonance healing sessions. Well, first of all, I met Lori at a big event put on by Gabrielle Bernstein in New York City. It was her Spirit Junkie Masterclass, and our meeting was very coincidental. It was very synchronistic. It was absolutely a divine appointment for the two of us to join together and meet that day that we did. Lori shared with me about her reflective resonance healing sessions. I was very intrigued, I was very interested, and there was just a lot of soul resonance happening, and I felt very seen and heard and safe with Lori. She just has this loving, beautiful energy and big heart that you can feel when you meet her. You can feel it over the phone, and you absolutely get that energy when you have a session with her. So what I did after we got back from the masterclass is I ended up booking a session with her, and what happens then is she sets a time and a day to tune in to you and connect with your higher self and bring down the messages that your higher self needs to hear. So, and just so you know, I have been on this path of personal and spiritual development for 20 years now, and it's taken me all around the world, and I have met some incredible healers and experienced a lot of healing modalities. And Lori is very special. She's very unique, and I know that there are many gifted people out there. And so, but Lori has this intense intuition. And it really was exactly what I needed to hear. I remember opening up my phone and seeing her message, opening up the PDF, and I started to read this long story, this journey that she went on with my higher self. And I just broke down into tears crying because it just touched me so deeply. I know that it was exactly what I needed to hear at exactly the right time to radically support me as I'm stepping up and standing strong in who I am and the gifts that I have to share, and just needing to really quiet down all the noise and the distraction and tune back into what is in here and come from this deep place of wisdom within myself. And, you know, the journey that she went on and the things that my higher self shared with her, and a big part of that was also my inner child showing up and sharing with her how she feels and why she shows up the way she does and why she has the fears that she has. And I've done a lot of inner work over the years, and what I heard from her just hit me so deeply because I know that it was truth. I know that it was exactly what I needed to hear. And just to give you a little idea, the people that know me really well and are really close to me in my inner circle, I read this reading to them, and they were crying because they knew how accurate it was, and just how many miracles will happen as a result of be hearing these messages and really integrating and embodying them. So what I've been doing after that is taking time to continue to read and reread and reread these messages, because I know that it takes time to reprogram the subconscious and the unconscious, and I want to make sure that I'm standing grounded deeply in these truths, because they are so powerful for me right now at this moment in time. And I know that I will continue to turn to Lori when I feel that I need extra support or guidance, and just continue to work with her in that way because of how intuitive she is, and what a beautiful experience it is to have someone connect to your higher self in that way and tell you the things that you really needed to hear. So, Lori, I just can't thank you enough, and I hope that you all have the incredible opportunity and blessing of having a reading with Lori, and I would love to hear about your experience as well. So please feel free to reach out and share that with me, and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Bye.